Musikgarten leads children to true music literacy, culminating in piano instruction, delivered in the context of nurturing developmental attributes.
When I think about Musikgarten, I think there's something fundamentally nourishing about what it brings to children. They could have chosen just any musical repertoire, but they didn't. They chose classic folk music. When you begin with a repertoire of music that's long in tradition and steeped in the folk culture, it's going to nourish the child's soul. Those songs, because they lived in the folk culture for so long, have a brilliance and a depth to them that new songs just can't match. The musical experiences are especially nourishing for the body as well, because they're introduced to the idea of moving with grace. This is an idea that doesn't happen in many aspects of their lives or in schools right now. It's requiring them to practice the same thing over and over again, and this depth of practice is going to lead to a relationship to mastery that's really rich. When you ask a child to repeat the same quality of graceful movement more than once, like over and over, that sense of practice that leads on to mastery is a deep lesson that gives them the patience and endurance to carry on in many aspects of their lives later. I'm not a musician. My background is neurology, and I have fallen in love with the mind. One of the things I appreciate most of all about Musikgarten is it invites the children to awaken their minds as well. And my fondness for Musikgarten is because, in its own way, it's nourishing and establishing the groundwork for a rich mind later. From the years of 2 to 6, if I could, I'd see that every child had a chance to do rhythmic movement and music. We have a gold mine in the brain. It's called the frontal lobes. And with it, we're able to cultivate compassion, concentration, the ability to anticipate consequences, a sense of order and the ability to handle complex thought, from handling social life and living cooperatively, to having impulse control without which nothing much can happen, to cultivating a sense of inner speech so they can take their own thoughts and their own counsel, is the richest thing we can give our children.